Alright, so I'm going to show you how to use Reason as a rewire tool inside of Ableton. A couple things that you're going to want to do. First thing is obviously open up your Ableton program, and once Ableton is open, then you want to go ahead and open up your Reason program, which we've already done right here. Next thing that you're going to want to do is create, for each instrument that you want to use, and in this tutorial we're going to use Subtractor and the Maelstrom. For each instrument you want to have a MIDI track and an audio track. MIDI track, audio track. So that's how we set out these two instruments. And next thing that you want to do, let's start with your MIDI tracks here, is you're going to want to open up, if you don't already have it open, this I/O button here will open up your ins and outs right over here. And you could go ahead and leave your MIDI information up here the same. That's fine. Monitor, auto, that's going to work just fine for you. And now when it comes to MIDI 2, this is where you're going to change the settings, drop down, and you'll see Reason as an option. Once you select Reason, it'll open up this second window that you see here. And within there, you can choose what you want to control. And here we're going to control Subtractor, and we've also done it over here in here. As you see, we chose Reason and Maelstrom. Now we'll get to the audio part in just a second. What I want to do first is go into Reason. So go ahead and open Reason up. And as you can see, I've already set up Subtractor and Maelstrom in this program. And if you haven't done this already or don't know how to do it, it's as easy as just hitting Create and whatever you want to add. Subtractor, Maelstrom, Sampler. Doesn't matter for this tutorial. Here's the part that does matter though. What you want to do is you want to hit your Tab key, and it'll flip over your rack. And what you can see back here, this is the back of the Subtractor, this is the back of Maelstrom. And as you can see, our main output would normally go into one of these mixer inputs. The mixer, if I flip it over, this is the mixer here. But instead of going into the mixer, we're going to go ahead and put our main output directly into the audio in. And I've chosen audio in 5 for this mono output. And on the Maelstrom, I've chosen main outputs here are going to 3 and 4. Now, when it's originally set up, you'll notice that just everything goes into here, and it's going from the master out into 1 and 2. And you would have the option of choosing 1 and 2. The problem is that you wouldn't have your instruments separated, so you'd be getting everything from Reason in stereo and wouldn't have control over individual audio. So that's why we separate these tracks. Okay, so let me flip that back over and we'll get out of here. And now let's take a look at our audio, how we're setting this up. So in our audio track here for Subtractor, we've chosen Reason from our audio from. And then we can choose a channel. Now in this case, we have a choice between stereo channels and mono channels. Subtractor is a mono instrument, so we are choosing channel 5. If we were to choose a stereo channel, you would only get the sound coming out of one side of the speaker. So go ahead and do that. And then for the audio in Maelstrom, we're going to grab Reason and simply open up the tab and grab the stereo track 3 and 4, so we get both sides. Now once we've done that, you should be able to hear your sound. If you hit the record button here, you just go ahead and hit your keys and you should be able to play the Subtractor. And if you were to do that with the Maelstrom, just a simple little sound, you should be able to hear it just by hitting that. So now that we've got everything active, our sound coming into our audio. Also, another very important thing that I didn't mention, make sure that you switch your audio from auto to in. From auto to in. That's your monitor section. If you didn't hear your sound, make sure you do that and you'll begin to hear your sound. And now, basically we've got a drum machine here that's playing from within Ableton, Maelstrom and Subtractor playing from Reason, and if I hit play, it'll all play together. And that's how you set that up in Ableton.